Schmitty B Gaming here, and today's video, I wanted to go over like props that should be in Stadium Creator. I started with Peckle because I know some of these, like the Western Metal Supply building they put in the game, and even some of these smaller ones. Like I've seen the plant, like the trash can, the benches, like they're already in Stadium Creator. But there's a lot of cool other things. Also, these cameras too, they're in it. Like they're already in the game. Let's get it in Stadium Creator. So I'm gonna start back and left, and if you could take a look at that like brick concourse, it's like that tannish color. Like that'd be a cool concourse piece. And then look at the seating sections, like both of these, like the upper deck. Like it'd be cool to have that kind of layout, like with the stairs. You got those tunnels, like that'd be perfect for a seating section. And then something small too, like this, if you just want, none of the stairs or the tunnels, like just a flat, you know, maybe about this section or two length. That'd be perfect. I think this gate would be cool. I know we kind of got something like that on the fence already, but um, again, I think after the big glitch field, like I think it'd be better just to have props instead of wall props. So, how about a bullpen? Like a bullpen like this, just place it, in the outfield. That would be cool. Um, Most nice. I know we kind of have a prop like this, where the home run deck they call it. But even like mix it up, hey, bring this one, and hey, you got the painting of the surfboards on. That'd be really cool. You know, um, Maybe some of that wall that's there in right field. Like right above, right next to where these standing fans are. They got where it says the show. Like that would be a cool, you know, little concourse wall to have. Um, and then like behind home plate, I noticed maybe get like uh, like the press box. Most people, they got to use the snack bars, so that would be cool to have. Like especially this one right here, where it's like open. I mean, you could also do this. I mean, I'm fine with just putting windows too, but hey, look at that open one. Like that would make a cool prop. So I'm gonna go through more of the stadiums and try to find more props. And then in the comments below, if you want to leave just like props I forgot, I'm obviously gonna forget some. So, um, well, I also like how the beams under these decks. Yeah, we definitely need pillars, or if they could just give us something like just make that like a pillar, like underneath this you know seating section, something like that. Oh, the standing place is pretty cool too. What's funny I noticed is they got the like Jack in the Box head like on the top of the foul pole like they do in real life. So anyway, I'm gonna go to more stadiums. So there's a few minor league stadiums too. I know a lot of them like they already have the props like in the game. I noticed, but like especially I know we haven't gotten many backgrounds lately. Like look at this one. Like we need more desert. You know, I wouldn't. I'd rather have this as a prop though, like not just as a background, but if you could take those rock props out there. You got that gas station. I haven't seen that, and you know, that'd be nice in Steam Creator. Maybe that other building that's right there. Um, Look around. I mean, yeah, obviously they got these palm trees in Steam Creator already. Uh, Look at this, smaller seating sections. Yeah, I noticed that snack bar and the tables with the umbrellas and the um, yeah, that's already in the crater. But mostly, look at these rocks. That'd be cool, in those buildings back there. And then I got a few more minor league stadiums before we go back to major league. I don't want to keep quitting in and out for these minor league ones. So like, look at the mountain background here. Like, look at that green. There were a couple others like this one. Uh, like, I'd rather have it as props in background. I mean, look at those kind of mountains. Would love to have those in the background. Um, this one too on Ship It. Like that's a different background, more of a rock, kind of like mountain, like not just like grass all over. Even the hill looks different. I'd like to have another hill. That's one of my favorite props. That hill that's already in the game. But hey, give us more options like that one. Um, yeah, this one's got the trees in the background. Already. You don't have to place them. That'd be a cool background. Yeah, look at that hillside. That's a good background. Um, yeah, this is different hill. I mean, it's kind of similar to what we got, but some of these I know it's like I know it. I think we got that Capitol building already, like in the game. I know we got that the Ferris wheel like pier, like in the game already. Uh, this mountain too. Yeah, that would look cool. Yeah, because it's more like a desert looking one. That would be a good background. I think that was most of them. Yeah. I thought for sure when I saw this one, like it was a custom field, like because I saw everybody play out in this one online, but it was like a actual like minor league field. I thought for sure it was a custom field. I'm like, oh, not this crappy field always. It's like, but it's a minor league field. But people still playing that one way too much. Anyway, I'll jump into a few more major league stadiums. All right, so next I'm in that stadium the A's are playing in, and the first thing that caught my eye is look at those like green pillars holding up the building. It'd be nice just to have that individual like pillar as a prop. Um, I don't know if you could take part of this like the Southern Health, like this press box a little bit. I don't know if you could make that into a prop. It'd be kind of hard to use it like if it was just the whole thing like all the way around. Like it'd be nice to have that like deck area, but if you could just take the pillar, that'd be amazing. There's also like this bigger like 10 area. That'd be cool. I kind of like this. It's like see-through roof here. I forget what you call it. I know people kind of have it in their backyards. I can't remember. A couple buildings here, but I mean we can use buildings to turn around anyway. And then the hillside's kind of similar. Um, oh, that's cool. This little section right there. But yeah, the first thing that caught my eye was like these pillars. You could just like take those, and maybe even that like fence, the railing. That'd be cool to have a prop too. All right, so next we're in the Diamondback Stadium. First thing again, look at these pillars. If that could be just a separate prop. Look at those pillars. He's so nice. And I was saying, oh, everybody's wanted, like the option for a, retractable roof or not. But I noticed kind of like in the outfield, like kind of the, I know you could like take a scoreboard and kind of turn it around, but you kind of see how, uh, just look at all these like, what do you call it, being held up, like with the windows. Like, I mean, there's just so many cool props. Just looking right here, you know, like that should be in the game. Um, oh, look at this. This railing would be hard because you couldn't. Obviously, you could have something like this, but you couldn't put it over the home run fence, obviously. But you could have something like that back past the home run fence. I know I recognize this pool from it. Yeah, that's already in Stadium Crater. So yeah, I think the pillars, and then maybe some of the stuff in the outfield. Like that's what I want to add here. So I know the Braves stadium. I know I nothing too much that caught my eye. I know we got that clubhouse already in, which is such a cool prop. But I guess the main thing is I know we could already put stand room fans, but I like this like what they got in front of them because I know you could put. I've done that with other stadiums I made. Like I put the. I guess you can kind of see the tables, but the thing in front of them, like just that fencing, looks pretty cool. So I think that's the main thing I would add. I know this brick texture looks cool. I know we do have some brick already. Yeah, I didn't see much from this stadium, but again, in the comments, let me know in case I'm missing something. Of course, the first thing I noticed is this the building in right at Baltimore. I like that we already have that in Stadium Crater. But if you look at this fence right here, I really like this fence prop if that was in the game. I know we need some more fence props. I feel like I use the same ones over and over. This one is so good with the brick pillar too. Get that in there, please. And then I also noticed, yeah, look at this behind home plate, um, the press box. If we could get some sort of prop like that, it doesn't even have to be attached to the seats, just that. That would be so cool. This tunnel's cool. Cool to have a door prop. Even just take this little tunnel or something. I would like that to be a prop. And then I know it's cool to retire numbers. Like it'd be kind of hard to like. I don't know if there was a way to customize it. Oh yeah, duh. Put in number props, but give us just like these circles. You know, just the circles with no numbers, and then you put number props, and then you can put them on there. That'd be cool. Um, I know we need more flags, but I don't know. It'd be hard to. I know this is for Maryland, but the one other thing I noticed, like you see the lamppost and how they got the team flag. Like I don't know if they got that for every team. Like something like that'd be a cool little prop too. I don't know, but the first thing I would want is this fence. I think that looks so good. And then of course we got the classic Fenway. The first thing I noticed, uh, like especially with like how you could use these as pillars with the green and just like this press box. Like I don't know if you could take like a part of this. Like it doesn't have to be with the stands. Like just the press box with the bottom with that green post. Like if you could just take a chunk of this and make it a prop, that would be amazing. Um, and then the next thing I noticed, oh, this is cool stands. I like this. See with the tunnels, that would be so nice. I think only those classic ones, like I think behind home plate, and it has that very little tunnel. Like that's it. Like that's like the only tunnel we have. We need some more stands with tunnels like this that are small. You know, like look how that is. We need that. We need something like that. I know there was one other thing I noticed. Oh, I was gonna talk about the bullpen because I know some of them they're like kind of like you got one, you got the other one stacked on top. This would be a cool little preset bullpen too. Like if that was a prop using Fenways, because like you have this and then you got it right next to each other. In case you didn't want the stack, like if you wanted to just put it low like this, so that way you could just have, you know, you can just see the stands. So, um, but again, that would be nice if it was just programmed. You know, like set bullpens off the field and you just have like a set like oh you could have it stacked or you could have you know a setting where it's just like this where they're just next to each other like that. Another classic stadium. The first thing I would want instead of having you know to place those like little ivies that you have to put on the fence, no, just have it as a preset. You know, you pick the wall, you know, oh you pick a padding or it's a brick or it's wood or it's an ivy like this, just all the way around, just as a set, like for picking the texture of the home run fence. Or even you can even make the sidewalls like that too. Just give us an option to pick ivy. I know MVP baseball did that too. So, and then everything I know is yeah, I like this seating section that's in the outfield. This could be broken up like this one. It's just cool, like how it just kind of has a bigger, like a different slope. So that'd be cool to have too. All right, to stand where the White Sox play. I know, like, yeah, we already got that batter's eye and those like spinning pins or whatever. I don't know what those are up there. I know those already. This was the first thing that caught my eye because I know we got that kind of like wiffle ball field already, but look below. Look at these like brick pillars. If that could just be an individual prop, please. Oh my goodness, please. And then I really liked this press box around. Um, I know behind home plate we kind of got something that looks kind of like that, but look at this like on the sides, just like with the brick pillar underneath, and then you got this like the clear glass. like press box. If that could be a prop, that would be amazing. All right, where the Reds play. First thing that caught my eye, like look at these pillars underneath these like white ones. That could just be like a separate prop. Even if they have like the like this box looks really good too. This press box connected to it. And I don't know if I mean this could be like its own batter eye. I mean I kind of like this building like on top of it. I know this prop's in the. This is like the one prop I like forget that it's in the game, whatever this thing is. But I don't know. Some of this like railing walkway look pretty cool. I don't know if that could be turned into a prop somehow. All right, Cleveland Stadium. I know the first thing I think of. I know. I wish if we could build underneath the stadium. This is the first thing I'd want to have. You know, like look how you can just put this like little seating section under. That might actually be cool. If we could get just like a row like this, and you could like create your own. You just like paste up and up. You know, but same thing as always. You know, it looks like some smaller seating sections. You know, and then you got pillars. Look at this left field. You know, be nice to have this like the home run porch, this little bridge, or the clock. The clock would be cool too. Or if that would be like an in-game working clock. That's crazy. Mostly, yeah. Look at this home run, the home run bridge. Oh, this is a cool building too. Yeah, that's the. Yeah, I think this would be the main thing I want. This home run. Yeah, because that could be. You could use those as pillars. A lot of things you could do with that. Some like sort of design for like making it look like it's an indoor stadium. Yeah, I think this would be my first choice. All right, we're in Colorado, and surprisingly, the main thing I would want would be this batter's eye. This would look so good with a nature build. And then look at these pillars that like kind of go up like that. Like that would be so cool to have. Um, yeah, I think those were the main things. Yeah, I definitely want this batter's eye. Anyway, speaking of I know we already got the Detroit batter's eye. So in Detroit, the first thing I saw was like this building. I know most of these buildings, a lot of them like we already have, but man, that'd be a cool one with that yellow on top. I don't know. It could be used for something else too. Like I don't know. I thought that would be a cool building. I know I'm not gonna talk about much buildings because like I feel like we already have like a good amount, but I don't know. That one seemed really cool to me. Then the other thing I like this ramp right here. If that could just be, I know you could just take some concourse pieces and you know, kind of zigzag them, but I don't know. This would be cool, just like having that ramp as a prop. And then again, more seating sections. I mean, look at that upper deck, like where they got the little gap in between. And I know we got those like futuristic ones that kind of have that, but nah, it's not quite the same. I mean, more seating sections. Look at how unique, like, just at the few like stadiums we've looked at already. Like, look how unique these like stands look. We need more stands. All right, we're in Houston. I kind of like this batter's eye. If you could just take the H out and just have like that plain ivy. I don't know. Oh, I like this pillar too. The ivy with the staircase. That'd be a cool prop. You can make that. And then obviously, yeah, the like kind of how the fencing towards the roof goes, like that. I know you could kind of stack like those like entrance gates. I know people use, but just something to work with. I think the main thing I would want is look at this left field. With the little arches, like something like this. If it's the whole thing or just a section of it, like I would take it. Like these arches, they look so cool. And then you could lower them where they could also be like a fence too. Looking at Kansas City, I feel like we got a lot of these props already. Like obviously like the scoreboard and the fountains. It's kind of hard to find something unique. I did see in like left field. I don't know, like I know we haven't had different scoreboards in a while, but this one like how it curves kind of. or just make it like a prop. This whole like little building. I know you got like Hall of Fame, and you could just put something over the Royals. You know, like whatever kind of Hall of Fame you got, but just kind of like this building, like the scoreboard. I thought looked like the coolest thing to add this. If they could add that to Stadium Crater. I don't know, like Angels Stadium. It's weird. Like I don't know how they took the batter's eye. It looks. I know obviously like I recognize the top part, like the middle section, but I don't know. It's like different than like it is in Stadium Crater. But it'd be cool to like have like some of these rocks. I know we haven't had any new rocks in a while, so that would be the main thing I would want. I noticed, like I noticed that snack bar that's already in it, and the that scoreboard. I noticed that from Saving Crater. But yeah, these rocks. I like to add that, and then also look at this press box, especially because it's got like the double, triple layer, even if you count that one up there. But like, I mostly want like those two that are like, you kind of see through. It's like a little section. You can put some people in there. Like that'd be a cool if that was a prop. That and the rocks. I know. First thing I noticed in Dodger Stadium, I know we got those like speaker props already. Um, we kind of have a prop like this, but this one I think would be more usable. Like that little roof, like how it kind of goes up and down like that. New scoreboard here. I'm pretty sure we don't have a scoreboard like this. Like that would be cool. Not too much in Dodger Stadium. I noticed maybe this like little like deck area in left where like the fans are standing. Like oh, that looks pretty cool. Like yeah, I didn't see too much in Dodger Stadium, but like yeah, maybe like yeah, a different scoreboard. That might be my first choice. Where the Marlins play, oh my goodness, look at the pillars. Why do we not have? Look at this with the MLB on it too. Even if you like include the roof and make that a prop, that would be so cool. Look at these windows, the pillars, the windows. Just be. Look at this brick behind these fans, and that's the perfect size like seating section too. This will also be a cool batter's eye. That'd be cool to have. Look at this. Look at this kind of like square. Like I don't know if you can make that like a prop somehow. I don't know. That looks cool, but it's the pillars. Look at the pillars. If you were to have like a roof, even though you couldn't do retractable roof, at least have it for design up there. But look at these pillars and the windows. I'm gonna have to go with the windows. First choice out of this. Look at this. Oh, how do we not have pillars? Okay, for where the Brewers play. I noticed the slide. I know we already have that prop. I think the main thing is here is like the windows. I think that'd be cool. I don't know if it. I guess it's kind of like see through anyway, but like just kind of like that design. Instead of using whatever else we got. Oh no, I didn't notice too much else. I mean, it looked cool like that upper deck, like those little stair sections, and that'd be cool for like that railing if it was like a fence prop too. I don't know, but yeah, not too much I saw in Milwaukee's field. Oh, this building's kind of cool too. This little press box. Um, but I feel like a lot of these props we already, I don't know, we could kind of make it work already with what we got. Oh, here's a press box. Some pendants on it. That looks cool. Yeah, this one's kind of harder to pick as just like an individual prop. I know they took just the slide. I guess it's possible they can take parts, like to have a pillar, because hey, they just took the slide out of this. They could have included the whole thing, but they didn't. So, I mean, that gives me hope for that they could just take apart like part of a prop and just make it its own individual prop. We're at where the Twins play. I know one of the things I haven't mentioned is like I know we haven't had many roofs recently. I know they don't go, they usually go with like new stands or something. But look at this. This is like pretty cool. Like how they got the lights in it already. You know, um, This building right here looks really cool. It's like part of the press box. One that says like tops on it. That'd be cool. Cool prop. I know we already got their batter's eye. I know this bottom part we got. I know we don't have the Win Twin sign. Oh well. I think the main thing I want is like this brick texture. We could just have like that be part of the concourse. So I know at the Mets Stadium, I know the first thing I always notice are these like couch seating or like movie theater type recliner chairs. If this could just be made into a prop, I think looks so cool. Um, and then another thing I noticed is like look at these banners back here. I don't know. You could probably have like the MLB Network, Players Trust, like those could be turned into props. Um, yeah, this is the first thing I always notice when playing these seats down here. All right, staying in New York, Yankee Stadium. See, this is why we need more seating sections. I mean, look at this this upper deck. You see like the railing, like it's just something different. You know, like that's why we just need more seating sections. I think this is a good batter's eye to have, even if you include the Hall of Fame and the. It'd be cool to have the netting and everything too. But yeah, I thought that was a good batter's eye. Um, oh, that's an interesting section right there. We don't have many of those like stairs, like walkways in stadiums. I know. Um, yeah, I think that's the main thing. Yeah, look at this. I guess you could kind of like take the window prop we already have, but I don't know. It's just cool. Like, look at this different railing. Like, it'd be nice to have. You know, like, I know this like kind of like standing section over here. Like, you could make it work with the props we got, but like, yeah, give us this railing. That'd be cool. You know, just make it look different. I know Philly, we got their batter's eye already. Always looking back here. Look at this different seating section. Just something unique. Look at that with the tunnels. I know you could put some concourse pieces or buildings together, but still, it's like we need more scene sections. Um, it's cool the clock. I noticed the flags. This one is where like especially where if you got the numbers like back there like 2022, like it doesn't say the team like it just has numbers like that, like the years, and then like you could use them for like whatever team. That would be cool. Like I know that one says 1950, 1915, 1993. Just like different ones like that, you just use it. So many possibilities, you know. One thing I forgot to mention in Dodger Stadium, look at this background with like mountains with all the trees. We need something like that. A prop, hills with trees on it already. Also another background like this, that would be nice. We're in Pittsburgh. Look at this little seating section right here behind the plate. And something like this. Look at that. Incredible. I know we got something like this already. Like we got that little spiral wrap around. I know we. I think I mentioned that in like Yankee Stadium because they had a little different one. Over in right. Yeah, I already know we got this one. Um, I keep looking at the scene sections. It's like we need more of it. This would actually be a cool batter's eye. I don't know if you could have the hedges just be clear without pirates. I don't know. Nothing too different here. I guess that's cool up there. Versus like the pirates.com, those little things. Like those could be used as pillars even. Like if you were to just take those out. Nah. Yeah, if that was just an individual prop, they could be used as pillars. Look at the smaller seating section. Look at this. Only a few rows of seats. Look at that. One, two, three, four, five. We need those smaller seating sections. Over in San Francisco, I know we got the glove prop already. That's cool. I don't know if we could ever get the Coca-Cola bottle though. I don't know. It might be a copyright thing. I don't know. But that'd be a cool prop. I always keep looking at the smaller seating sections. I think the main thing, like looking at this like little bridge area, if not maybe just the texture, but look at this like little hanging area. You know, like that could be a little seating section. Um, Separate prop. You take the Levi landing area or something, kind of like that. Make that a prop somehow. Or even like just how this stone texture is, like where it kind of goes in a little bit. You know, like that would be cool. Just like a wall prop. Like just having that brick and then the little like indent into it. Like that would be cool just as a separate prop. All right, I'm looking at Seattle's. I'm not seeing anything too differently unique. Oh, this would be a cool batter's eye. Because a lot of these you could put together. I know, like maybe this like little section here. Yeah, that could be placed with, you know, standing fans and tables, and you could put that scoreboard there. I know you got that one line, the black scoreboard, but it'd be cool to have a different one too. Like if you had like a green one like this, that would be cool. I thought this section looked really cool. I'm gonna have to do something like this in a build. You know, you got that window right there, and then you got this open area with some standing fans. I'd like to do that just as a some sort of custom way to do that. Obviously, you could just do that custom way without any new props. There's a new like stairway too. That'd be cool. I know we got one like that. That's just a brick, but you know, hey, that's a different material. You know, just something like that. You know, I'd like to see different. You know, like I'd like to see more of the props that are very useful to us with just different textures than like different props that you know don't really have too much use. You know, um, yeah, because I know we haven't had any new scoreboards in a while. But yeah, just different textures, concourses, pillars. Look at the staircase, like just something different, you know. Same prop, different texture. All right, looking at St. Louis, I know they gave us a lot of props already in this field, like you know, like the batter's eye. Obviously, we have the arch, the steakhouse, big building. Yeah, I know that's in there. And then this kind of looks already like the stair prop we already have. So yeah, they actually did a good job, like already having these props in Stadium Creator. I think the main thing I liked was like, look at this behind home plate, like this little, like these little sections, little decks. I don't know. It'd be cool to have something like that, you know, in the Creator. I could try to put something together like that already, but yeah, that's the main thing I noticed. Yeah, a lot of these props are already in it, which is good, you know. I'm glad for the stuff they have put in the game already. All right, so in Tampa Bay, I know this like batter's eye looks really cool. Um, yeah, most of the stuff I've seen here, you know, it's like obviously like with the seating sections, you know, it's like you know different railing, and you know you got those little stairs, you know, that go up, tunnels. Um, I thought they had the tank in here. I guess they took it out. I can't remember. This is a cool little prop. That was the thing. You know, you got your little deck. You could put the seating in. Um, and then a couple other layers up and up. Yeah, I think the batter I would want the most from this. Oh, there's the tank. I thought it was somewhere else. Couldn't remember. I don't know. Like obviously some of this stuff, like yeah, you could put tables. You know, you can obviously do that already in Same Career, kind of like how they did here. But yeah, not too much here. Again, just you know different textures. You know, give us more fence props, railings. You know, something. Just something to work with. You know, that's the main thing. And yeah, I like this batter's just something different, you know. Uh, yeah, the railings. Give us something to work with, please. You know. All right, where the Rangers play. I know we got their old like batter's eye. This would be a cool batter's eye too. But again, pillars, just something to work with. Take that little part off that, make it its own prop. Um, Also, like up here with the arches, like that brick. Um, yeah, just turn that into a prop. You know, it's a lot of it. Like you could just yeah, even like at the bottom, on top, like that whole arch thing, like that could be a prop. I'm pretty sure, you know. Um, It's really cool too what they got here above the seating. Like that little middle section. Got little booths there. That looks cool too. Yeah, Toronto has a good batter's eye too. Look at this railing up here. Take that whole section out. That looks so cool. I know a lot of this stuff. Yeah, with the glass windows. So unless you could like put some buildings together and make it look. But yeah, look at these pillars. Like, look at this over here. You got this blue one too. Oh, look, a glass railing. That would be cool. Oh, this is a cool looking little bar area or something under here. Did not realize that before. Yeah, look at this glass railing. I think that would be my first choice. This stadium. All right, last MLB stadium, Washington. Look at this press box way at the top. If that could be a prop, that'd be so cool. Oh, look at this like stone. We need that as a texture concourse. I guess we got that other prop kind of. Look at the seating. Oh, we do not have anything like this. Look at this. It's too cool. You could also do like individual bullpens like this. You know, where yeah, if you got one on this side, then you put the other one on this side. You know, just flip it around. Because I think I mentioned before, like, oh yeah, putting them together. A lot of this you could do with different railing. Yeah, you could put some standing fans already. Yeah, I don't see anything too different on here. Some different trees, maybe. That'd be cool. Could always use more trees. Uh, but yeah, that's gonna conclude the MLB stadiums. I'll go over the classic stadiums real quick. I don't want to jump into the instant replay, so like we'll just look at the like home run fence view. If I miss something behind the home plate, like maybe I can make another video about it. But like look at the roofing on this one. Like we need some more roof. It looks like a lot of those buildings we already have. So like that's what I'm asking for. Like for these stadium props, it's like we're not expecting like new props. Like oh whatever they do, bring in a specialist, make different props that are in the game. Like we're asking for stuff that's already in the game. And again, this would go with like the wall texture. Like you could pick like a full Ivy like Wrigley Field, or you could pick this like partial one with the brick, like at Forbes Field. Um, yeah, there's a different roofing, pillars, different batters I like. I know we got Polo Grounds batters I already, but yeah, something like it looks like. I know we got the classic stands, kind of look like that. But yeah, just different roofing. Look at the roofing. I feel like I should go into Polo Grounds. Instant replay, take a look. I feel like we got some of those buildings there. Oh, that tarp prop with the cool. Yeah, that'd be a cool batter's eye. Maybe that. Old Yankee Stadium. I know. We kind of got that picket fence already, but oh, that'd be a cool batter's eye. Either the new or old Yankee Stadium. Both of those batter's eyes I like. The Mets Stadium, the old one. Nothing catches my eye quite. I like that tall little advertisement thing, but we kind of got something like that already. Yeah, nothing too different I see here. I might have to go in, take a better look. Dang, look at that concrete above there, the Metrodome. This is so cool how the stands like go up like that. Give us the milk prop. That'd be funny. Um, let's see here. Marlins. I like that batter's eye with the tarp. That looks cool. Nothing too different. I like the brick texture. See, like just the orange and the blue up above. Like if that's just like a different texture and give us some wall, you know. Old Atlanta. Um, I see some cool things up there with the Dalmatian and the. Is that like a Sprite bottle or something? I don't know. I think that's a Dalmatian holding the tops thing. I know we got Buddy M's already. That's a cool looking. building press box area in left center. That's cool. There's old Texas Rangers. I know we kind of got that like Louisiana probably kind of put together like in center, but I don't know. It looks like something different somehow. Look at that roof. It's the upper deck. That looks different. That'd be a cool color for wall texture instead of just that dark blue. You got that light blue like the Kingdome. Oh, if you could use that, like, oh, look at that texture with the concrete. Like, just make it like a wall or like some sort of circular wall. I don't know. There's the Speedway one. That's the new one. Oh dang. Um, Dang, it's too hard to tell here. I'll just go through all these quick. I think these are yeah the Negro League fields. I don't recognize that building. It was left there. I don't know. Different hill probably be cool. Different scoreboard. They got that like old little scoreboard that's on the wall. Or just give us like a texture, you know, like where they got some kind of like random like advertisement signs on the wall, like that. You know, that could be a texture we pick for a wall. Here I see some like smaller seating section. That'd be cool. This again would be like half ivy, half brick texture. That'd be cool. Um, that could be a fence texture too. That green, it's different. Oh, I like the hillside on this one. Different fence. Look at that wood fence. That'd be cool to have. I don't know if we have like telephone poles. I think we might. Yeah, I think we already have that. Look at that, like the wood lights. That looks cool. This one. Yeah, some different roofing. That looks. Look at that smaller seating section. We need that. Looks cool. Oh, that'd be cool. Brick. We got like a brick wall. Um, I recognize those trees. I don't see anything too other than like the different fence texture. All right, I already looked at this one. All right, yeah. So that's the. Hey, they're already in the game. Let's get them in Stadium Creator, please. I hope they put some focus in Stadium Creator. Let's not forget this mode, please, please. I will not buy MLB 26 if they don't do anything with Stadium Creator. Please give them some attention this mode. Please, 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 please. All right, like, subscribe, bring in subscribers, please. All right, thank you for watching. Bye.